Millhouse, this is Agent Wade with the FBI.
Okay.
Shauna, hold all my calls.
So what's the good word?
Agent Wade, the ball's in your court.
As you said, my name's Agent Wade, and I'm with the Bureau's Doomsday Cult Division.
Is that some sort of joke?
Mr. Millhouse, I can assure you this is not a joke. It is in fact very real. And if you're not shaken now, it won't be long. As I was saying, I'm with the Bureau's Doomsday Cult Division, and we see fit to investigate and take into custody those in question relating to a believed doomsday cult. Are you familiar with that term, Millhouse?
Alley bop, robes, mansion, punch.
Castration, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could please not smoke.
He's not gonna light it.
That's right.
Bottom line is, we have reason to believe that there's a fairly large, widespread group of that variety in this particular region. The reason this involves you is you not only witnessed related crime, but you're of added interest due to your acquaintance to the deceased.
Marshall.
Yes, Marshall Phelps was a noted member of the group in question.
And how do you know that Marshall was part of this group?
Let's just say he was one of the more vocal members.
And do you have a name for this group?
We believe it's called the Babylonian Fellowship. We can only assume it's a biblical reference to the fall of Babylon. Have you heard that name?
No.
Your old friend Miss Genevieve Conover had.
Had she?
Before she tipped off Detective McLean that you might be causing some ruckus, we were able to speak with her about the group.
What'd she say?
Unfortunately, that's a classified testimony. Let me ask you, Millhouse, does the name Carl Stedman mean anything to you?
No.
And you were aware that Phelps subscribed to some beliefs that were unconventional?
I mean, I knew he was strange, yeah. I'm sorry, am I supposed to know who Carl Stedman is?
4 years ago, the Babylonian Fellowship came to our attention following a homicide involving a young college-age man killing his pregnant girlfriend. We found him a few miles from her body, having committed suicide in his car. He had a note that read, "Babylon will fall and I'm away to a safer paradise. The sinners are the saved." He signed it, "Willing Soldier of Babylon, Michael Fitz." We saw a few murder-suicides to follow that could have been related. We had similar notes, similar techniques in both murder and suicide, but nothing wholly matched up. We discovered that Fitz's girlfriend was pregnant with a child that wasn't Fitz's, so it was clear that he used his aggression to justify her murder and call it purification. We got involved because his notes apocalyptic language. In any case, a year later we saw a clear match. Another murder-suicide outside a downtown comedy club. Another young man, age 23, shot and killed by a man aged 31, Walter Marlowe. Friends of the victim testified that he had grown suspicious in the prior weeks that he was being stalked by a man fitting Marlowe's description. Marlowe had committed suicide at the crime scene. His note? "To Babylon I shall go, to new seeds I may sow, to a life unto me, what forgiveness I shall see. I follow in step with my one true teacher, Carl Stedman." We brought Carl in on conspiracy to commit murder. Within 2 days, he was out on bail. His gifted legal team got the charges dropped. And that was the last time we ever saw Carl Stedman. For the years to follow, we would hear his name in relation to about 5 murder-suicides a year, generally the killers being within the age range of 25 to 30. Based on style of murder or suicide, we could line him as a cooperative. We know he's out there, pulling strings, but no matter how many times we hear his name or how often he's implicated in broad daylight, the man's an enigma. As far as we're concerned, he's anyone. He's invisible.
And how many times do you hear about him?
Per day? The man has built a small army to protect him.
And what's this got to do with me?
We believe you may be of great aid in this case.
Me? Secret agent man?
We know about your childhood,
Of course you do.
and we're confident that the closer you get to Stedman, the more he'll know, and the more he'll see you as a malleable tool. Most of his followers have suffered some sort of trauma. They see the group as a spiritual safety net. There's no doubt the man's charismatic.